Most people don't realize they are trapped in a low vibration until it becomes their normal state. They wake up feeling drained, they go through the day with a sense of heaviness, and they attract situations that reinforce that same stagnant energy. It feels like life is working against them, like no matter what they do, something is always pulling them back down. And the scariest part, they start believing this is just how life is supposed to be. But it's not. The truth is, low vibration is not your natural state. It is a distortion, a result of energetic buildup, subconscious conditioning, and patterns that have been running for so long that they feel permanent. But nothing is permanent if you know how to shift it. The people who break free from these cycles don't do it by accident. They don't sit around waiting to feel better. They command their energy back. There is something most people don't understand about energy. It moves based on intention and action. And when you are stuck in low vibration, you don't wait for it to pass. You disrupt it. You take control of it. You shift it on demand. And the fastest way to do this is to break the frequency loop you are currently in. Low vibration feeds itself. It creates thoughts that generate more low energy. It makes you want to stay still, isolate, overthink. The longer you stay in that loop, the stronger it becomes. But the moment you interrupt the pattern, its power starts to dissolve. The first thing you have to do is move your body in a way that the low vibration does not expect. Most people underestimate how much energy is stored in their body. They think their emotions are just in their mind, but know your body holds onto low-frequency energy in ways you don't even realize. That tension in your shoulders, that feeling of heaviness in your chest, that lack of motivation, it's all trapped energy. And it stays trapped because most people do nothing to move it. But energy is not stagnant unless you allow it to be. The moment you start moving in an unpredictable way, the energy starts breaking apart. This is why things like shaking your body, jumping, dancing chaotically, or even screaming into a pillow can cause an instant shift. You are forcing your nervous system to reset. You are shocking your energy field out of its repetitive cycle. And once you do this, you create an opening, a space where you can now consciously insert a higher frequency. This is the part most people miss. They move their body a little, feel slightly better, and then go back to the same thoughts and habits that created the low vibration in the first place. But if you want to break free completely, you have to command your energy to rise. You have to flood your system with a new directive. The fastest way to do this is through sound and breath.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
Your voice carries frequency. When you speak, hum, or chant with intention, you are literally reprogramming your energy field. If you are stuck in low vibration, start making sound. Don't just think about shifting, vocalize it. Let out a deep, primal sound. Make a noise that feels bigger than your current state. This is why ancient traditions used chanting, mantras, and vocal toning. They understood that sound is the bridge between energy and matter. If you use your voice with power, your body has to respond. And when you combine this with deep, intentional breathing, you create a full system reset. Most people breathe shallowly when they are in low vibration. Their body is literally not receiving enough life force. The moment you start breathing deeply and with intention, you override the stagnant energy. But here's where it gets even more powerful. Low vibration cannot survive in a state of radical presence. Most people don't realize that their low energy is being sustained by unconscious thought loops, regrets from the past, worries about the future, subconscious programming that tells them they are stuck. But the moment you snap into full presence, those thought loops lose their grip. And you can do this instantly by activating your senses in an extreme way. Splash freezing cold water on your face. Step outside and let the wind hit you. Hold your breath for as long as you can and then release it in a powerful exhale. The key is disrupting the mind's attachment to the low vibrational narrative. But here's the real question. Why were you in low vibration to begin with? Because breaking free is not just about shifting in the moment, it's about understanding what has been keeping you there so you don't fall back into it. Most people are in low vibration because they are carrying unprocessed emotions, outdated beliefs, and energetic attachments that no longer serve them. They are holding on to things that are weighing them down, but they have become so accustomed to that weight that they don't even realize they are carrying it. This is why doing a full energy audit on yourself is one of the most powerful things you can do. Look at your environment, your habits, your relationships, your thoughts. What in your life is reinforcing a low vibration? Because the truth is, breaking free is not just about raising your energy, it's about removing what is lowering it in the first place. And this is where most people get stuck. They try to raise their vibration, but they don't let go of the things that are anchoring them down. It's like trying to climb a mountain while still holding on to heavy bags from the past. You can try as hard as you want, but you will always feel like something is pulling you back. The people who elevate and stay elevated are the ones who are ruthless about what they allow into their energy field. They don't engage in conversations that drain them. They don't consume content that lowers their state. They don't keep relationships that are built on negativity. They protect their frequency like it is their most valuable asset, because it is. So here's the truth. Breaking free from low vibration instantly is possible. But staying free requires commitment. It requires being hyper-aware of what you are allowing into your space. It requires choosing every single day to operate from a higher level of consciousness. And the moment you make that choice, the moment you commit to never sinking back into old energy again, you become unshakable. You become the kind of person who walks into a room and raises the vibration just by being there. You become someone who attracts effortlessly, who moves through life with flow, who operates at a level that most people can't even comprehend. And the best part, this is not something you have to wait for. You can become this person right now the moment you decide that low vibration is no longer an option. Most people don't even realize they are trapped in low vibration until it becomes their default state. They wake up feeling drained, they go through the day with a heaviness they can't explain, and they attract experiences that reinforce that exact energy. And the longer they stay in that frequency, the more normal it feels. They stop questioning it. They think it's just life. But it's not. Low vibration is not your natural state, it is a distortion, a result of accumulated energy, subconscious conditioning, and habits that have been running on autopilot for so long that they feel permanent. But nothing is permanent if you know how to shift it. The people who break free from these cycles don't do it by luck. They don't sit around waiting to feel better. They command their energy back. The biggest trap that keeps people stuck in low vibration is their attachment to their current state. Most people don't realize that their thoughts, emotions, and physical habits are all feeding into the same frequency loop. They feel low, so they engage in behaviors that match that energy: procrastination, overconsumption, isolation, self-doubt. And the more they engage in those behaviors, the stronger the low vibration becomes. It turns into a cycle that feels impossible to escape. But the moment you interrupt the pattern, its power over you begins to dissolve. This is where most people fail. They think they need to wait until they feel better before taking action. But that's the trap. Feeling follows action, not the other way around. If you want to break free, you have to act before you feel ready. You have to move before your mind gives you permission. There is a reason why some people seem to elevate effortlessly, while others struggle for years. The ones who rise fast don't waste time negotiating with their limitations. They don't sit around analyzing why they feel low. They don't identify with their current state. They move. They shift their energy through action, not just through thought. They force their body into a new experience, and their mind has no choice but to follow. Most people don't realize how much their physical state dictates their vibration. They think their low energy is purely mental, but it's not. It's stored in the body. It's in the way they breathe, the way they carry themselves, the way they physically respond to life. And because energy moves through the body, the fastest way to shift vibration is to move differently. The people who stay stuck do the same things every day. They wake up the same way. They use the same posture. They speak with the same tone. They breathe the same shallow, restricted breath. And they wonder why nothing changes. But the moment you disrupt the pattern, everything shifts. Change the way you move. Breathe deeper than you ever have before. Stand taller. Speak with more power. Do something your current vibration would never expect. This is why techniques like shaking your body, intense breathwork, or even screaming into a pillow can create instant shifts. You are shocking your nervous system out of its habitual state. You are forcing a reset. And the moment you do this, you create an opening, a space where you can now install a higher frequency. But here's the mistake most people make. They move their body a little, feel a temporary shift, and then go right back to the same thought patterns that created the low vibration in the first place. They don't claim the new energy. They don't hold the shift. And because they don't hold it, they slide back into the old frequency. Breaking free is not just about raising your vibration, it's about stabilizing it. It's about making the higher frequency your new default, not just something you access occasionally. And the way to do this is through energetic consistency. Most people are inconsistent with their energy. They feel good one day and low the next. They make progress and then sabotage themselves. They raise their vibration and then let external circumstances pull them back down. And they don't realize that this inconsistency is keeping them stuck in the same cycle. The people who break free permanently are the ones who refuse to waver. They don't let temporary emotions dictate their state. They don't let setbacks shake their certainty. They hold their frequency no matter what. And because they hold it, reality has no choice but to shift around them. The fastest way to stabilize a high vibration is to remove what lowers it in the first place. Most people try to raise their energy while still holding on to the things that are draining them. It's like trying to fill a bucket with water while there's a hole at the bottom. No matter how much effort they put in, they keep losing energy. This is why energetic detoxification is just as important as raising your frequency. Look at your life. What are you consuming that is actively lowering your vibration? What content are you watching? What conversations are you engaging in? What environments are you spending time in? Because everything you allow into your field is either feeding your energy or draining it. Most people are surrounded by low-frequency inputs without even realizing it. They consume negative news first thing in the morning. They engage in gossip and drama. They listen to music that reinforces struggle and suffering. They keep relationships that pull them down. And then they wonder why they feel stuck. The people who operate at the highest levels are ruthless with their energy. They don't tolerate anything that lowers their state. They don't watch things that drain them. They don't engage in conversations that pull them into negativity. They don't keep people in their lives who operate from victim mentality. They curate their reality with precision. But here's the real secret. Breaking free from low vibration is not just about what you remove, it's about what you replace it with. Because if you take something out but don't consciously fill that space with a higher frequency, the old energy will creep back in. This is why the people who elevate fast don't just cut out negativity, they flood their system with powerful inputs. They consume content that expands their mind. They listen to music that elevates their soul. They move their body in ways that generate strength. They surround themselves with people who lift them higher. And the most powerful thing they do? They decide once and for all that low vibration is no longer an option. Most people never fully decide. They say they want to feel better, but they keep entertaining thoughts, habits, and environments that contradict that desire. They try to shift, but they leave the door open for the old energy to return. The ones who truly break free close the door completely. They make it non-negotiable. They commit to operating from a higher frequency permanently. And because they make that decision with full certainty, reality bends to match them. Right now, in this moment, you have the ability to shift your energy completely. You don't need anything external to change first. You don't need permission. You don't need more time. You just need to decide. Decide that low vibration is no longer part of your identity. Decide that you will no longer tolerate anything that pulls you down. Decide that from this moment forward, you are operating at a new frequency, one that is unshakable, unstoppable, and fully aligned with the highest version of you. And the moment you make that decision, everything changes. Most people don't realize how much power they have over their own energy. They think vibration is something mystical, something that just happens to them, something they have no control over. But that is the biggest lie keeping people stuck in low states. Your vibration is not random. It is not something you have to wait to change. It is something you command. People who stay trapped in low vibration think they need external circumstances to shift before they can feel better. They think they need more money, better relationships, a different environment, or some magical event to happen before they can raise their frequency. But that mindset is exactly why they stay stuck. They are waiting for something external to change, when in reality their external reality is just a reflection of their internal state. The people who shift their energy permanently are the ones who stop waiting and start deciding. They stop looking at their circumstances as reasons to stay low and start choosing their frequency regardless of what is happening around them. The biggest trap people fall into is thinking that raising their vibration is something they have to constantly work for, something that takes effort, and something they have to struggle to maintain. But the truth is, high vibration is your natural state. You don't have to work to feel aligned, powerful, and clear. You just have to remove the blocks that are dragging you down. The only reason people struggle to hold a high vibration is because they keep feeding the things that lower it. They hold on to negative thought patterns. They engage in self-sabotage. They entertain relationships that drain them. They consume media that reinforces struggle and fear. And then they wonder why they feel stuck. The people who maintain high vibration effortlessly are the ones who cut off everything that does not match their highest frequency. They refuse to engage in anything that pulls them back into lower states. They don't argue with people who thrive on negativity. They don't waste time consuming content that poisons their mind. They don't identify with struggle, doubt, or lack. They protect their energy like it is their most valuable asset, because it is. Most people try to raise their vibration while still holding on to the identity of their old self. They say they want to feel better, but they are still thinking, acting, and making decisions from the version of themselves that was stuck. And because they never fully let go of that old identity, they keep slipping back. The people who break free permanently are the ones who fully step into their new frequency and never look back. They don't entertain the thoughts, emotions, or behaviors of their past self. They don't allow old habits to creep in. They make a clean break. And because they do this with full certainty, their reality shifts to match them. The key to maintaining high vibration effortlessly is to make it your standard, not your goal. Most people treat high energy like something they are working toward, something they have to achieve, something they have to earn. But the people who live in high vibration don't see it that way. For them, high energy is just who they are. It's not something they try to do. It's something they refuse to drop below. They don't start their day hoping to feel good. They start their day expecting to feel powerful. They don't wait until something amazing happens to feel grateful. They feel grateful first, and then amazing things happen. They don't let external events dictate their state. They dictate their state, and external events rearrange themselves accordingly. But here's the real secret. The people who hold high vibration effortlessly don't avoid challenges, they transmute them. Most people think that being in high vibration means avoiding negativity, avoiding discomfort, avoiding anything that could pull them down. But that is not mastery, that is fragility. True energetic mastery is the ability to stay in high vibration no matter what is happening around you. It's the ability to take any situation, no matter how difficult, and turn it into fuel. It's the ability to take setbacks and turn them into growth. It's the ability to take pain and turn it into power. The people who live at the highest levels don't have easier lives than everyone else, they just respond differently. They don't resist challenges, they use them as opportunities to expand. They don't fear discomfort, they use it as a signal for growth. They don't see obstacles as problems, they see them as proof that they are leveling up. Most people stay trapped in low vibration because they are addicted to comfort. They want to feel better, but they don't want to do what it takes to shift. They don't want to face their emotions. They don't want to let go of the things that are keeping them stuck. They don't want to break old patterns because those patterns feel safe, even if they are destructive. But the people who elevate permanently are the ones who refuse to stay the same. They don't let temporary discomfort stop them from stepping into their highest self. They don't cling to old versions of themselves out of fear. They don't shrink back into their past just because it feels familiar. They burn the bridge to their old identity and commit fully to their evolution. The moment you fully commit to holding a high vibration, everything changes. You stop attracting the same problems over and over again. You stop feeling stuck. You stop living in cycles of doubt and fear. You start moving through life with clarity, confidence, and ease. You start attracting opportunities that match your energy. You start meeting people who align with your highest frequency. You start operating in a way that most people don't even understand. Because while most people are waiting for life to change before they shift their energy, you shift your energy first, and life follows you. Right now, in this moment, you have the ability to choose your frequency. You don't need to wait for external validation. You don't need permission. You don't need perfect circumstances. You just need to decide. Decide that from this moment forward, you are operating at a completely different level. Decide that you will no longer let anything pull you back into lower states. Decide that you are holding your highest vibration no matter what. And when you make that decision with full certainty, your entire reality will shift to match you. Because here's the truth. Most people never fully decide. They say they want change, but they leave the door open for their old habits, their old thoughts, their old excuses. They keep one foot in their past and one foot in their future, and then they wonder why nothing shifts. But the ones who truly elevate, they close the door on their old frequency completely. They don't give themselves the option to go back. They don't entertain thoughts of doubt. They don't allow low vibrational habits to creep in. They make their new frequency non-negotiable. And because they do, they rise faster than anyone else. Right now you have two options. You can keep doing what you've always done, keep thinking the way you've always thought, keep living in the same frequency you've been in. Or you can break the cycle permanently. You can decide, in this very moment, that the old version of you is done. That the low vibration you've been operating from is no longer your reality. That you are stepping into a completely new frequency and never looking back. And the moment you make that decision with full certainty, your entire life will change. Because at the end of the day, energy doesn't lie. You can't fake a high vibration. You can't pretend to be aligned while still holding on to old patterns. Your reality will always reflect the energy you are operating from. The only question is, are you willing to become the version of you who operates at the highest level, no matter what? Because if you are, nothing can stop you. Not circumstances, not setbacks, not fear, not doubt. The only thing that could ever stop you is your own hesitation. And the moment you drop that hesitation and step into full certainty, you become unstoppable.